Wanted criminals will go through extreme measures to avoid being arrested. But what happens when these criminals finally get caught and end up getting locked up?
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Put your head down! Come on! Do it now! Stop resisting!
Let's take a look at 3 insane cases where wanted criminals realize that they've been caught, starting with this man who nearly ran over an officer while attempting to escape from him.
How about from him, man? He's taking off westbound 16, taking off male black driver.
This right here is 29-year-old Devonta Bradley, who on June 23, 2023, was driving his girlfriend's car in West Salem, Wisconsin, when a police officer noticed that the car had not been registered for the past 2 years. The officer immediately pulled the car over for a traffic stop, which caused this to happen.
Hey man, got your license proof insurance?
No, I don't. This is my girlfriend's car and I'm calling her right now.
You don't need to call her. Hang up the phone for me. What's that?
Hey, Mom.
Oh, my.
I just got pulled over and we on the highway right now. He can hear you though, Mom.
I saw the registration expired like 2 years ago. All right, you got paperwork on it?
Yeah, my ex-husband, yeah.
You got paperwork or something on it? Hang up the phone, man. It's your traffic stop. I get what's going on now, though.
Paperwork in the car?
Let's get an ID from you first.
I don't have my ID.
Up to this point, Devonta seems a little anxious when the officer confronted him. He refused to provide his ID, prompting the officer to ask him to step out of his car. However, this is when Devonta did the unthinkable by speeding away and nearly running over the officer.
How about from him, man? Take a second, 1040. He's taking off westbound 16, taking off male black driver.
The way Devonta managed to escape the cops was fascinating. However, soon after he fled, the police tracked down the owner of the vehicle. She denied knowing much about Devonta and stated that she didn't have his contact information. However, a few weeks later, when they went to her place, they had a little surprise waiting for them at the front door. The man who answered the door was none other than Devonta himself. He immediately slammed the door upon seeing the cops and once again tried to escape them.
607, I had one take off back in the house. He's locked inside. Everybody can respond. I'm just holding perimeter for now. He was wearing a wife beater, black male, tattoos.
Who is it?
I don't know his name. I think it's Devontae, but...
The guy that took off from you guys?
Yeah. So it's a second door here. There's only one way in and one way out. There's not a door on the other side.
There's a window, though.
The second... What's that?
There's a window, though, right?
I don't think there is a window.
There's a window on this one.
When the officers went to check on the side window, they noticed Devonta attempting to escape from it and immediately secured the entire area, making it almost impossible for him to escape this time.
Just keep an eye on these windows on the side over here. Just look careful at the door. He's a violent felon. Get back.
118, he just stuck his head out the window right here.
Stuck his head out the window.
He's popped his head out. He saw me right here. He went back in.
Devonta must have realized that there was no way he was going to escape as he eventually came out to speak to the officers.
Hey. What did I do wrong, though? Come on out here. Can you show me your other hand? Come on out. We want to talk to you about something.
I don't understand what I did.
When you fled from us and you fled back into the apartment, we didn't know what to think. What's your name?
Talk about what?
About a situation, that's why we're here.
What situation?
The situation was involving a fleeing in a vehicle from the police.
Okay.
Do you remember anything like that?
That has nothing to do with me. Who are y'all looking for?
What's your name? I want to make sure. Well, why is it such a difficult thing to give me your name?
Devonta is playing dumb and pretending to be clueless about fleeing from the cops. However, his lies won't work for much longer, as the officers warn him that if he doesn't come out, they will have to forcefully remove him.
Devonta, regardless, we're not going away. So we need to talk to you, identify you, and if that doesn't happen, we're going to force entry into that room if we get a search warrant. So if you want to make this easy, we just need to talk to you, man. Devonta, here's the deal. I recognize you from the fleeing. So right now, I'm telling you, you are under arrest. If you flee inside the house again, I'm going to end up breaking through that door.
The officers warn Devonta that if he goes back to his room, they will have to knock down his door to put him under arrest. However, this is when Devonta finally breaks and reveals exactly why he's been acting hostile towards the cops.
Because I'm already facing charges. That's what you're not understanding.
What charges are you facing?
Charges in lacrosse.
Yeah, for what?
They trying to hit me with case right now. They trying to hit me with a...
Hey, can you stay back in there?
Assault on a police officer right now. Assault on a minor right now.
So, Devonta, can you see though? Can you see when you're reading off all these things to us? No, I want to tell you something too. There's more officers coming, okay? Because there's a possibility. I don't know all the charges he has on you. If he has a multitude of charges and he has felony charges and stuff like that, and you're on a felony bail or bond,
that's what I'm
are you? So then, unfortunately, yeah, Devontae, you're going to go to La Crosse County Jail.
After going back and forth for several minutes, the officers finally convinced Devontae to turn himself in without the need for any excessive force or unnecessary violence.
Devontae, but we're not going away. This situation's not going away. You going back into your apartment isn't going to change this situation. We're not leaving. Okay? So we're trying to handle this peacefully, and we're trying to get this done right here, right now. Okay? Devontae, here's the deal. I'm going to take one step in. You can shut your apartment door. See, here's the deal. We don't know we can't see what you have inside there. So, yep, I'm going to take one step closer to you. Okay? Put your hands behind your back. Devontae, I'm going to walk a little closer towards you. Okay? You hear me? I'm going to walk a little closer towards you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna grab your arm. Okay, I'm gonna put it behind. I'm not gonna hurt you. No one's hurting you. I'm putting your hand behind you. Yep, we're gonna.
After finally arresting Devontae, he was transported to the station where he was later charged with felony counts of fleeing an officer and 2 counts of bail jumping. He also has several other open cases consisting of several felonies, including battery to an officer, possession of illegal substances, and child enticement with his cash bond set at $1,000. However, not every suspect is as lucky as Devontae, as the man in this next case was a cartel leader who got caught during a random traffic stop.
I'll have you come out here real quick. Any pistoles in the car? No. Okay. Any weapons on you, anything? No. Pistoles? No.
This right here is 33-year-old Edenilson Velasquez Larin, who on June 7, 2023, was stopped by police in Ohio for tailgating during a routine traffic stop. Upon approaching the vehicle, the officer discovered that he was not an ordinary individual, but was allegedly a notorious leader of the gang, known as La Mara Salvatrucha, or MS-13.
You got your license on you? Got your ID on you? How you doing? Doing all right? Is this a rental car?
Yes.
Okay. Did you rent it?
I rent it.
Okay. Do you have the rental agreement on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need my license?
Yeah, if you got it, that'd be great. Thank you. Here, I'll give this paper back to you. I just need to see this one right here. Thank you. Does he not speak any English? No. Okay. Well, the reason I got him stopped is because he's following too close. I'm not going to issue him a citation. It's just going to be a warning, okay? All right? Okay, this tailgating.
The woman seated in the rear is Bianca Garcia, who is acting as a translator for the men in the front seats. She explains that the group is traveling from Colorado to New York in a rented vehicle, which raises suspicion for the officer, as most criminal activities often involve the use of rental cars.
Gotta have it back in Denver.
I'm sorry?
Gotta have it back in Denver.
Yes.
Gotcha. On the 13th.
Yes.
Gotcha. Where are you guys heading to? To New York. Gotcha. What takes you to New York? Oh, that's where you're from.
Yeah.
What took you to Colorado?
Work.
Oh, okay.
Better pay.
Oh, okay. Who you work for?
Bear Logistics.
What is it?
It's Amazon delivery.
How long are you staying in New York for?
5 days.
5 days. What part?
Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah.
So you grew up there then, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you like it there?
Yes.
You originally from the United States, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How about these guys? How do you know these guys?
He's my fiance.
Okay.
That's his cousin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Up to this point, the woman seems pretty calm and answers all questions without any hesitations, but when the officer asks her questions about the men in the front, her demeanor suddenly changes as she starts to get anxious.
Is he here on papers?
Who?
Does he have papers to be here? Like a work visa or?
¿Tiene alguna visa para trabajar? No.
No? Okay. Alright. Yep. Thank you. El Salvador. Okay, gotcha. Alright. I'm not going to issue a citation or anything like that, alright? I'm just going to run your information. Make sure there's no wants and warrants. Make sure you guys are allowed to get you out of here, okay? Alright, thank you.
After submitting his documents to the officer proceeded to inspect them, only to realize that these were not typical Amazon delivery drivers. When the officer returned, he was joined by a border patrol agent who requested both Velasquez Larin and the driver to step out of the vehicle.
This agent wants to speak to you. He's going to have you step out, okay? Any pistoles in the car?
No.
Okay. I'll have you come out here real quick. Any pistoles?
No, not
Can I
that.
pat you down real quick? I'll check your waistband real quick. Take your phone out right here, okay? Just gonna put it right there. Come back here for me. Back here.
After conducting a search on Velasquez for weapons or illegal substances, the officer instructs him to enter the back of his patrol vehicle.
Stand by here a second, okay? I'm just gonna put you back here for just a second, okay? Just one momento.
No problem.
Alright. Let's have a seat right here, okay?
Okay.
After arresting Velasquez, Lorene, it was later found that he and 23 other suspected gang members were involved in multiple senseless acts of violence in the name of loyalty to their gang. Velasquez, Lorene, in particular, is accused of ordering the murders of rival gang members, trafficking illegal substances, and money laundering. Lorene was recently in a federal court in Ohio and is currently awaiting extradition to New York. If you thought these cops were lucky, then you haven't seen this next case where these cops pulled over a guy who was wanted for murder for nearly 3 decades during a routine traffic stop.
I'm here helping my family. I don't even know who can come and bomb me out. I'm not a criminal, I'm not a crook,
This right here is Ray Seckham, who on August 16th, 2022, was pulled over by officers from the Oconee County Sheriff's Department as part of a routine vehicle inspection. The officers found that the Mazda he was driving did not have insurance and had a suspended license, and when he was confronted, he seemed extremely anxious and scared. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that this person was not just a criminal, as he had been running from the cops, and he was wanted for murder for almost 28 years.
What's your last name?
Sakim.
Sakim, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have you go and step out the vehicle for me.
She's gonna come and get me. Yeah, so you're about 57 minutes away from me. I was almost at the hospital.
Okay. Take this off for me.
Send me what the information you put in your GPS, because that way
I didn't go.
The same thing.
I don't know the name of this place right here.
We'll get it figured out. We'll text it to you. It's Prince Avenue.
It's
Alright,
Prince
so
Avenue.
here's what's gonna happen, Sakim, okay? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to place you into custody today, okay? You're gonna have to go down to jail.
Oh no.
You gotta get booked in. They're gonna take your fingerprints and picture, and you'll get a bond. But because you're driving on a suspended license, you gotta go down to jail.
Sir, I did not know. I have children, I have a sick uncle, and I run the household.
I got you.
No, I really
we don't have a choice at this time.
Please
so we're
put
placing you
Auntie.
under arrest. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back, please.
Please put Auntie
Turn around
on
and
the
put your hands
phone.
behind your back. Who set the phone up on the car?
When the deputies notified Seckham that he was being detained for not having valid insurance, this caused a sudden shift in his demeanor. From that point on, he seemed to behave in a suspicious manner around the officers. While it is understandable to feel nervous and uneasy in such a situation, the officers found the level of Seckham's anxiety to be unusual.
They put me under arrest right now. I don't know.
For driving with suspended license.
Driving with suspended license. I didn't know. And it's not even showing.
Unfortunately, the law is different here in Georgia than it is in South Carolina. If you have a suspended license, you have to go down to the jail and get booked in.
Oh, but sir, can you speak to my aunt? She has.
We're on speakerphone. She can hear us right now. Yeah.
No, please speak to her. Please speak to her. I'm the only one that can help with my uncle that's sick in ICU right now.
Sorry about that, but unfortunately, your son.
Please, sir.
You're driving a car without valid insurance.
My son.
You got that taken care of. You're already driving a car without valid insurance.
I won't drive.
Registration.
My cousin.
You can't trust you not to drive.
No, I swear to you, I'll walk away from my car.
So we're gonna walk you back to this other car.
Please, sir.
So we're gonna walk you to my partner's car. Come on,
sir. Please, my aunt is old. She's 80 years old. Sir, please. I will not. I swear, you can. Please check me. Okay. Please check everything on me.
I'm gonna search your incident to arrest. See which is emergency 911.
Yes.
Face towards that for me.
Okay, sir.
Separate your feet out for me a little bit. Nothing in your pockets, right?
Sir, please.
What all do you need out of your car?
Sir, I have a child at the house that they cannot take care of.
What all do you need out of your car?
Sir, I beg you. I beg of y'all. I will not touch my car. You can take my keys out.
Seckham's only offence is driving without the required insurance and licence, which is a relatively minor violation. Usually this would result in a small penalty and a temporary driving suspension, and the situation can be handled. However, despite the officers' efforts to calm him down, Seckham still remains anxious and unresponsive to the officers' orders, leading them to become suspicious of his behaviour.
Sir, I do for my entire family.
Okay. Well,
do you know
I don't have a choice here, man. I'm telling you.
I told you I was not going to get in my car. I swear to you, I wasn't going to get in my car.
You have a suspended license. You're driving a car without insurance. You've got that taken care of.
I've been doing it every
day. You got
day.
suspended registration. You have to go down to the jail and get booked in. Just take your photograph. They're going to take your fingerprints. They'll give you a bond amount. You can bond out, and then you can get on the way up to the hospital. But you can't drive.
Sir,
So have a seat for me, please.
All right, may I speak after you?
Have a seat for me, please.
Are you going to
sit down, and then I'll listen to you. Okay, so what do you want to tell me?
On everything, my aunt just had a stroke. My uncle just had a stroke 2.5 weeks ago. I'm here helping my family. I don't even know who can come and bond me out. I don't even know who can come and bond me out. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a crook. Look how old I am.
Did you get a ticket or something?
I didn't
take care of? I mean, why would they suspend your license in South Carolina?
Seckham continues to be unresponsive and is becoming more anxious. He repeatedly begs the officers and attempts to present himself as a responsible family man, using every possible excuse to get himself out of being booked, as this would reveal the dark secret that he's been hiding for nearly 3 decades.
I just found out, speaking to the deputy, I just found out that maybe when we had a car that I had that got repossessed, that I didn't take my name off of it.
Okay. I wouldn't imagine that they'd suspend you for a repossession.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's no information's coming up. I won't drive. I'll have my cousin.
Can you slide your legs in for us?
You're not going to speak to me?
No, unfortunately, I told you. I've already explained my position to you.
Oh, this hurts.
I don't have a choice.
Sir,
You can get in and get out, alright?
I can get in and get out?
Yeah, like they'll book you in. If you have somebody that can bond you out, you have a preset bond, so you can bond out of jail. You don't have to wait to see a judge.
Well, how much is that?
I'm not quite sure. They'll give it to you when we get there, okay? We'll work with you, alright? We'll try to get you out as quick as possible.
My uncle is sick.
Alright, well, the quicker we get to jail, the quicker you can get out, okay?
The officers are being extremely kind to Seckham and assuring him that the situation is not serious and he will probably be released by the end of the day. However, this didn't turn out to be the case, as Seckham was brought to the police station for processing, and during fingerprinting, it was discovered that he was actually Muhammad El Amin, not the name he had provided. In 1994, Muhammad allegedly shot and killed a man at a train station before disappearing. A minor traffic violation ultimately brought an end to a 3-decade search for him. Muhammad was charged with murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.